You have no idea how many women have had late-night thoughts about you. Seriously, man, you think you're just some regular guy going about your day, showing up to work, hitting the gym, scrolling your phone, but somewhere, someone's playing out an entire imaginary relationship with you in her head. She's remembering something you said a week ago that you barely recall. She's wondering what you're doing right now. She's replaying the sound of your laugh. You're not just in her thoughts, you're in her loop. And here's the wild part, you're completely clueless. You assume she's just friendly. You think she was just zoning out when you caught her staring. You tell yourself she's probably like that with everyone. But no, she's not. This is about you. You've made an impact. You've stood out without even trying. That's the thing about real attraction. It's not loud, it's not flashy. It's not the guy shouting across the room, flexing his muscles, bragging about his car, or interrupting conversations just to be heard. It's the opposite. It's the quiet guy who doesn't need attention to feel comfortable in his own skin. The one who doesn't try to impress. The one who doesn't even realize he's being watched. That's the man women obsess over, the one who isn't performing. And odds are, that's you. You might not think you're especially good looking. You might not be the life of the party, but you've got something else, something that gets under people's skin in a way they can't explain. And for the women who've noticed, you've been taking up space in their heads rent-free ever since. You've probably seen it happen, but you brushed it off. That coworker who acts strange around you? She's not just awkward, she's flustered because you walked in. The girl at the cafe who suddenly loses her train of thought when you say hi? Not a coincidence, her body's reacting before her brain can catch up. She's not trying to be weird. She's overwhelmed because she's been imagining this exact moment for days, and now it's actually happening, and she doesn't want to mess it up. The thing is, women are wired to hide this. They don't announce it. They don't make a move. Society doesn't encourage that, so they keep it secret. But their actions, they leak the truth. The nerves, the lingering glances, the sudden memory of something you said 3 weeks ago. You don't notice it because you're not looking for it. But it's happening, constantly. Women won't always come out and say, "Hey, I've been thinking about you all week." But they'll show it in ways that don't seem obvious until you know what to look for. Have you ever catched someone staring at you, only for them to immediately look away like they got caught doing something they weren't supposed to? Yeah, that's not random. That's not her zoning out. That's someone who was watching you because she wanted to. She was studying how you talk, how you move, how you exist in a space without needing to dominate it. And when your eyes met hers, it threw her off balance. That rush of panic, that quick glance away, the nervous smile, it all gives her away. She wasn't ready to be seen. Not like that. She wanted to look without being noticed. She wanted to enjoy her little crush without risking rejection. But now you know, or at least you do now. The truth is, most guys miss this. You might think you're forgettable. You're not. You're just low-key, and that low-key presence creates curiosity. It leaves room for women to fill in the blanks. And believe me, they will. They'll imagine what you're like when you're not around. They'll wonder what kind of music you listen to. They'll remember a 2-minute conversation with you like it was some scene out of a movie. And here's what really messes with them. You're not playing a role. You're not turning on a charm to get attention. You're just being you. That kind of authenticity is rare. It's disarming. It draws people in because they can't figure you out. You're not broadcasting who you are. You're letting them come to their own conclusions. That mystery, that space between what they know about you and what they think they know, that's where attraction builds. That's where obsession starts. Now think about this. Has anyone ever remembered something you said that you didn't even think was important? Maybe you told a story in passing, or mentioned a random favorite food or a place you'd like to visit. Weeks later, out of nowhere, she brings it up. That wasn't just a casual memory. That was her holding onto a piece of you. That was her mentally bookmarking the moment. Because when someone's into you, their brain starts collecting clues. Details become significant, and they're not doing it on purpose. It just happens. You're the focus, so everything you say feels worth remembering. Even the smallest things stick. You say you're tired one day. She checks in on you the next. You mention a hobby. She randomly brings it up again later. You talk about your weekend. She remembers who you were. where you went, and probably how you felt about it too. That's not just listening. That's someone who's deeply invested. She's trying to get closer to you without showing her full hand. She's playing it cool, but inside, she's already far down the road. She knows your drink order, your favorite TV show, the way you laugh when you're caught off guard. All of it is in her back pocket because you matter to her. Sometimes, she'll make it seem like you just keep crossing paths by accident. You're at a party, and suddenly she's there, even though she usually skips stuff like that. You're grabbing coffee before work, and she walks in like she just happened to be in the area. Or maybe you're working on something and she casually asks if she can help, even though she doesn't need to. None of this is random. She's creating chances to be around you, but she's smart about it. She won't make it obvious. Every move has just enough cover that you can't call it out without sounding like you're reading into it. But deep down, you feel it. That pattern and that presence. She's not forcing anything, but she's choosing her moments. And she's doing it because even being near you gives her something. A little buzz, a small thrill. She's not expecting you to fall at her feet. She just wants to exist a little closer to your world. That's what a secret crush does. It doesn't come crashing into your life. It sneaks in, slowly, silently, wrapping itself around everyday moments until one day you look back and realize how often she was there, hovering just outside your awareness. And here's the most underrated sign. The conversations you have with her don't stay small. They start off casual. Yes, work, plans, the usual stuff. But somehow they always drift toward more personal territory. She asks about your past, your family, what you want in the future. Not in a deep, sit-you-down kind of way. Or like she's just genuinely interested. Like it matters to her who you really are beneath the surface. And it does. Because she's trying to piece together what life might feel like next to you. Not just date you for a month energy, real, lasting curiosity. She's testing the waters without ever making a splash. But this isn't just about how she acts. It's also about how you feel around her. Have you ever had a moment where someone's energy shifts when you walk into the room? Like they go from composed to just slightly off kilter? That's not nothing. That's someone trying hard to stay cool while their mind is racing. She doesn't know what to say. She wants to say something, but nothing feels right. So instead, she laughs too loud at a dumb joke. She forgets what she was talking about. She pulls at her sleeve or fixes her hair for no reason at all. Her nerves betray her, and you just think she's quirky or awkward. But it's not awkwardness. It's tension. It's everything she hasn't said showing up all at once. She's carrying around all these unsaid things. The compliments, the daydreams, the what-ifs. She replays past conversations, wondering if you caught the subtext. She notices the way you look when you're focused, how your voice changes when you're being sincere, the way your posture relaxes when you're with people you trust. She's not just crushing, she's cataloging, she's imagining, and most of the time, you don't even know it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.